Everybody, so you join me it's 21st December. It's my birthday today, and I have spent the day being surrounded by family and friends, and I tell you, there is no greater gift than the sorts of well wishes I've had today, and just being with family really. So thank you to everyone that's left me messages. I really have had a lovely day. So thank you for that. I'm in a Tilly and the Buttons fest this evening. So I've got Tilly and the Buttons Pinafore on, which is completely gone. Chloe, no, can't remember. Chloe Pinafore? You're all screaming at me now. It's not a bobby, that much I know. For some reason I can remember the one that it isn't, but this is the one that everybody made years ago. And it is actually one of the first things I ever made, I think, or certainly one of the things that certainly feels the best made, I guess. It's actually quite thin cord. And you know what, I was looking to get ready tonight, and I just suddenly thought, do you know what? I haven't worn a pinafore for a long time. I've worn the Heyday dungarees, but this is a pinafore dress, and I got it on with the Freya. And my mother-in-law gave me this today as part of one of my gifts, which is Tree of Life, sort of sterling silver, lovely tree symbol there. And my daughter always wears her necklaces outside of her tops, and I've never done it before. As you know, I've normally got the little scissors. And everyone always thinks I'm a a hairdresser, but obviously I'm not. So I've put that on the outside today. And I'm wondering, in case you're wondering what on earth this is. This is what they call this is from the Big Bobble Hat Company, not affiliated with them in any way. But we are outside this evening. I'm going to put it on. We're going outside this evening to listen to carols, and me and my husband and daughter have all got one of these on. We wear them when we go and watch the cyclocross predominantly, or anywhere out cold. So let's just let's keep that on for a second. But I figured he's got them in quite an array of colours, and I figured I'd wear this and I'd keep taking it off for a second. So it doesn't really matter that I've got hot tub hair, because you can't see my hair when I'm standing outside. So we're going to a local pub to have a takeaway with some friends, and because they haven't got a chef at the moment, so you're allowed to take a takeaway into the pub. Those of you watching in other countries, you don't take your own food into pubs. You order the food they have on the menu, but they've got no chef, which is a real shame. But he does allow you to take in a takeaway and obviously drink the drinks you buy at the pub. So that's really nice. And then traditionally they've got the Ashdown Ashdown singers singing carols, but they're not doing it this year. So we've got the Uckfield Brass Band instead. So I may well take a picture and insert that in a bit. But let's do the advent calendar. So birthday advent calendar today. Let's have a look. Number 21. Sound like a bingo caller, don't I? Find some glasses. So I hope you've all had a good day. Maybe some of you are broken up now from work and things, but maybe not just yet. So today's questions. Oh, thoughts on running a YouTube channel. Oh, okay. I genuinely had forgotten any of the questions. I wrote them all out, obviously, a long time ago now. So thoughts on running a YouTube channel. I absolutely love running the channel. It's sometimes I do it and it's seamless and it just feels really natural. Other times you'll have experienced across I've only been doing it about 18 months, maybe 2 years. I don't think it's quite 2 years yet. I think it'll be 2 years next year. And sometimes I just haven't got the right mindset for it. I think doing Vlogmas and asking myself that question is quite interesting. I know a number of the YouTubers I watch said, no, never again, because it has been quite challenging to remember to video sometimes. At the beginning of the month, maybe I was a bit more sort of enthusiastic and things, but I've also had some things that I can't video. So and that they've taken up quite a lot of my day, and then you're like, how do I get content that you would even find interesting? And some, yeah, I think they call it imposter syndrome. I think, you know, you basically, your head tells you that you don't do anything that would be remotely interesting enough to watch. But oh my word, the community around the YouTube channel is my favourite part. You, the person that comments, you really do brighten my day. And just even in the last few days, I've had the loveliest comments. And you know, don't be shy, please comment, because you know what you're thinking is just lovely. Generally speaking, I don't have any trolls on my channel. Everybody is very sweet, and even those people that are pointing out issues with my sound, or that I've done something silly with my editing, I'm not offended if you tell me these things, because my word, I'm just me. I'm just living my life, trying to share a little bit with you, and if you're kind enough to tell me that what I'm producing you can't hear, or I've put Alice in twice, or hell, I've just put the whole video in twice, Linda, I know this is the second time I've mentioned you, but I really value that. You know, one human to another, I really do value it. So if you're ever thinking, oh, I'm sure she should know that that's what's happening, I want to know, because I consider you part of my, you're YouTube friends of mine. So and some of you are more than that, and you know who you are. So thank you. I really value it. It's been really interesting learning how to vlog every day. I was sitting in the hot tub, as you do, talking to my daughter about it a couple of days ago, because I would love to share with you just how complicated it is to put a video up on a daily basis. It's all done off my phone, as I know I'm told you a lot. And then when I'm doing fast footage, I edit that from in my gallery and take the sound down, put the speed up. I then have to upload this footage into an app called Power Director, again done on my phone. The intro and the outtakes, or the end bit, are all done on Canva, and then uploaded from Canva into InShot, where you can add the music, which is free, copyright free music, and then I basically have to put that back into Power Director. And then once it's in Power Director, I can edit the sound. I add sound when I'm doing those fast bits, because the music comes in from that. And then once I've got whatever length of video, and as mad as it sounds, putting an hour's worth of video up is just as complicated as doing an 8-minute video. Once that's all in Power Director, it's literally thumbnails across the bottom of the screen. So if I miss, it's really easy to miss something, as I'm discovering, because you add in a clip and could be I've just deleted 2 days ago about 350 clips for just this 21 days of Vlogmas, because it uses up the memory on my phone all the time. And so it would be really easy, and that's how it happens. In my experience, it's how it happens, because I don't watch this back on a laptop or anything like that. I know quite a lot of my colleagues are using iMovie and things, or have got other apps that they've paid for and things. My app is about £24 a year or something. It's not hugely expensive. It's worked for me. That's how I put the writing across. So if you ever see, when you see my writing, I've gone in and I've obviously added that in, and the little emojis and the subscribe and things. So once I've got a finished video, I then have to upload it to Power Director, and that can take ages sometimes. You like sitting watching this little uploading symbol. Once that's uploaded, are you still with me? Once that's uploaded, I then plug my phone into my laptop, and something called HiSuite, which is my Huawei's phone sort of app, if you like, connects it to my computer. And I export it then to my computer. I hope you're still with me and haven't fallen asleep. Which all that takes time, and then finally I get to put it, upload it to create on YouTube, and that quite often I hear my colleagues say how long that takes to do. I found that if I plug my computer into the Wi-Fi using a sort of a telephone socket, that's much quicker. But when I first started doing it, that itself could take a day to upload because I didn't have very good internet. But luckily for me, it now takes maybe 15 minutes or less to do. But then once that's uploading, you then write the blurb and you add your thumbnail. And my thumbnail, I create their daily thumbnail for the different days. So that takes time too. So the answer to the question is I absolutely love doing it, but oh my word, I have a newfound respect and have always had a respect for other vloggers in what they do as well. Some of them have got really fancy intakes and things. So if you're ever seeing an intro like mine that is new every day, it is created either daily or on a batch. I sat and batch made mine, but then they all sit on my phone, which is all taking up memory and things. So for what you're sitting and watching, like a 12-minute video or something, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I've watched Andrea's, I've watched Liz's, I've watched the majority of Michelle's, Sewn on the Times, Tomcat Stitchery. I don't want to miss anyone. There are loads, and there's loads I haven't even had a chance to be subscribed to. So it's. And then some days I get 1,000 views, which actually the first and second day I did, but my sound was really bad, so I think a lot of people just disappeared and decided I wasn't the one to watch, which is heartbreaking because it's a learning journey for me too. So I look back over the last few days and I know I've only got 4,500 subscribers or something like that, which is phenomenal. Thank you to every single one of you. But it is a ratio thing. Some of my friends on YouTube have got between 5 and 10,000 subscribers, and therefore naturally they've got double the amount of views. But that's where the imposter syndrome comes in. You're like, oh, all that work, and I've got like 450 views, and some days I've got more, some days I've got less. But it's like that when you're running a channel anyway, by the way. Some things you like do I don't know, made this month, or so far this month, or recent makes, or plans for August, September, whatever. You never actually know what it is that makes people come back to your YouTube channel. And sometimes it's a bit like, and then other times like, so on my channel, I've got something called the Itokri Fabric Haul. And this has had something like 57,000 views. I mean, this is mind-blowing numbers. And the La Cala Patterns review has had like 8,500. But then, made in August or something has had 1,200 views. You just never know what it is that is going to spark people's interest. And I probably could do better on it. I could probably use the search words more. I know you can use apps to find out what the word of the search word is that Google will find or YouTube will find for my viewers. Things like the thumbs up and the comments, I believe, all make a difference. And don't even get me started on the ad revenue side of it. It's not. I don't do it for the income of it. Although it does, I think it probably. There is a certain amount of money I earn out of this, but it's tiny. But every penny is appreciated because it all goes back into creating the content for the channel. So it's a self-fulfilling circle. And I'd absolutely love the fact that some of the people I consider YouTube friends, although I've never met them, make a living out of it. And what a dream scenario that is! Creating content for them, for their own lives, but then they can make a living out of it. So that's probably a really long answer to what are my thoughts about running a YouTube channel. My overriding thought is a sense of community and the sense of learning that I've got out of it, because I absolutely adore it, and I wouldn't change it for all the tea in China. But I have been off your screens a few months this year because sometimes my head won't let me do it, but seemingly in December it's let me do it every day, so bring it on. And I will miss it, I think. I'm not sure my family will miss it, because me sitting watching the percentage processing video run through whilst they're waiting for me to get in the hot tub or something has been a bit frustrating. But I come back to, it's you that I do this for, because you are just lovely. So thank you very much. So I've got to leave it there for now, and I'm conscious that I won't have uploaded this video today on the 21st. This will come to you on the 22nd. But actually, I noticed that some of my fellow YouTubers have been doing that anyway. Up until just last week, I was videoing on the day and uploading on the day. But some of the other people are doing it on the day, videoing on the day and then uploading the day after. So I'm out of sync of that, but that's okay. I'm amongst friends, I think. So please, if you've heard all of that rambling of what my life is like on YouTube, take a moment to give me a thumbs up, please, so that the algorithm of YouTube knows you're here and likes what you see. Take a moment to comment, because I absolutely love hearing from you, and I respond to every comment, always have, always will, because I appreciate the time you guys put into that. And I'm going to disappear now, off to have a takeaway and enjoy some time with some friends. So I've got some messages coming through on my phone, so sorry about that, you'll hear a bling there. So for Felicity Fabrics friends, I think. Hello ladies. And yeah, thank you very much to everybody once again for your messages. Lots of love to you all. You mean the world to me, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Everybody, so this is me coming to you from the future. So you've just watched a piece I did to video on the 21st on my birthday. I then had a wonderful evening at the Alma in Uckfield, which is was our local pub, and now we go back to for the carol service every year, which was just amazing. So I've just given you a brief clip of them playing there. So I'm slicing this in the middle to explain the footage that is coming next, because I don't mind getting involved in things. I'm just that sort of person. I think I've mentioned that before. There's some things I unexpectedly get involved in, and so I'd had a pint of Old, which is Harvey's beer, which is quite a strong beer, not as strong as like a Dutch beer, but must be about 5% or something. But they only make it at this time of year, which is lovely. So I'd had a drink, which has some bearing on things, but not massive, because I'm just that way orientated anyway. And I was with my friend Sam, and they were looking for volunteers to join in some of the singing, because obviously it's a brass band, but we're all singing along anyway, which is great fun, and all the carols and things. And I got involved in two bits. The first one was being one of the three wise men, which was absolutely hilarious. So I had to sing a solo of the wise men. I hadn't looked at the words beforehand, and it was all like nigh and blather and all sort of old English words, which is hilarious, but it went okay. And then later on in the evening, they were looking for a volunteer for to sing Once in Royal David City, which traditionally the first verse is sung as a solo. So I found myself doing that. Never done that before, not even as a 7-year-old in my youth. Mad, but it was just good fun. I mean, I had a cornet, I think that's what you call it, playing along with me. So I'll stop talking now and slice that in next, and I'll meet you on the other side. you what, how lovely is that? I mean, just why not? Just yeah, just live, just love, just enjoy. I know that's some people's idea of a horrific moment. And don't get me wrong. As I'm walking up there, I'm like walking through the band, saying I'm really sorry, I apologise in advance and things because I didn't actually know how it would go. But I enjoyed it. Nice feeling to be part of a community thing. There's a good 100 people there, I suppose, something like that. Smaller than normal, but obviously because COVID, people aren't sure what they want to do and things. So I had a wonderful birthday. I'm going to pop some footage in of just some of the cards I got sent. I'm not going to do a thing where I share my gifts and stuff. They mean so much to me, but we're not, you know, it's just they're just special things for me. So I'm going to share the cards, and I'm not going to do like a birthday haul or anything like that because that's just not who I am. And I'm just really grateful to have people around me that want to gift me things, but it's not about what I got, it's who I'm with and all that sort of stuff. So let me slice some footage in now of those pictures, and then I'll tell you what else I've been up to this week. Today I've got this, so thank you for those lovely cards, but yeah, and it's just a handful actually. Today I've got on the Grasser top that's got the pleats in it. I don't know if you remember that from a recent video, and it looks like it's got a sort of shawl collar. It's such a lovely construction, and I do really like this bright orange colour. So I did that footage. All came from the 21st. Yesterday I didn't do any videoing at all. I absolutely love vlogging with you guys. I think it's been really good fun. But my brain isn't a consistent brain, as you well know, if you've been watching me for a while. And yesterday, I think my brain was just like, ugh, after such a lovely day on Tuesday. And some other things were happening on Tuesday too, which, yeah, just for lots of different reasons I couldn't talk to you about. But it was a big day anyway. And yesterday, I just wanted to, excuse me, I just wanted to be in my pajamas. Having said that, can I just say, I wasn't, no, that's not true. I wasn't in my pajamas at all. I just wasn't for public display yesterday. But I met two of my very good friends yesterday, my poor whippets. Now, whippets by breed standard don't actually require a lot of exercise, although they are incredibly fast when they feel like it. The rest of the time, they are sofa dwellers. So yesterday, just by a coincidence, I ended up taking them on not one, but 2 dog walks. Now, this is unheard of in the whippet world, especially our whippets. Now, some whippets are manic and go for it all the time. Ours do not. And so I met one friend at 9:30 and went for a lovely walk in the woods, which was super. And then again at 1:30, I met another friend and we went for a lovely walk along the Cuckoo Trail, which you've seen me run along. And it was just lovely, just so nice to catch up with him. But oh my word, Lara, she just had that look as if to say, what? What are we doing this again? And at one point I actually had to put her on the lead to encourage her to walk, and then I took her off the lead so she could walk at her own pace. It was so sweet. We ended up doing a much shorter walk in the afternoon because yeah, they were like, oh, we need a sofa now, Mum. So that was really sweet. But I didn't do any filming because my head was just not in the right space to do it. And that's not the image I want to portray for you guys. And you know what? It's the 23rd today. So tomorrow is my last vlogging day. I can't believe it. Apart from yesterday, I have filmed something every day. I've really enjoyed doing it. Thank you so much for your commentary and company, actually, on the journey. So today I am going to... oh, hang on, I can't pull that bit. Well, the jumpsuit, you can see sort of sparkling there. I'm going to make the rest of the jumpsuit today, so I'll film that today and share that with you tomorrow, I should think. Oh, can I also tell you, last night, for the first time, I just decided to be brave enough to go on to the social at Beyond the Pink Door with Andrea and I don't know how many other people, maybe 20 other people, maybe slightly more than that. Oh, it's so lovely. And just listening to people's lives. I didn't really know what to expect, if I'm honest. We'd have been asked to get a piece of fabric out of our stash that we weren't sure what to do with. But actually, in the end, we didn't talk about that. We just generally had a chit chat. One lady showed a wonderful coat she'd made out of the touch of wool. Another lady, oh my word, Judy from I've forgotten Judy from Run and Sew, I think it's called. I'm sorry, Judy, if that's wrong. I don't even know if you watch, but she was wearing one of the tops out of the fabric that Andrea sells. Sorry if you can hear me sounds in the background. My daughter's playing a video. I was wearing yet again the Nora. Another lady had the other jersey. It was just lovely. Just what a lovely community. They welcomed me, which is really sweet. And one lady said, "Oh, she's got out the hot tub too." And I didn't know if. I never make an assumption about anything in my life, and I literally, Andrew kindly enough said, "Oh, Cara's just joined us because it's the first time I've been on there." And one lady said she got out of the hot tub especially. Oh, it really touched my heart. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea who these lovely ladies are, but wow, thank you. I loved it. So I'm going, let's do the advent calendar questions. So I need to do 22 and 23, don't I? My question on the 21st about running a YouTube channel, I hope that's not put any of you off, but it is. So it's a wonderful thing, but it's a committed thing to pull footage together for a channel. Right, okay, glasses at the ready. So number 22, here we go. I quite enjoyed doing this, as I've said every day I spoke. Number 22, the question is, oh, what do I do as a job? Okay, that's interesting. So I currently, or my latest job, my newest job, is completely different to anything that I've done. So let me just give you a quick recap. So I've always been in retail. I literally started in retail. I traveled around the world when I was young, and then I got a part-time job and built that part-time job up from Marks and Spencer's up to being management. And then I switched to work for Matalan, which is M&S is sort of grocery, ladies' wear, very traditional, cornerstone of Great Britain, or it used to be, and not so much now actually. And then I switched to Matalan, which is like discount retailing, ran a number of their stores for a long time. And then I switched altogether to DIY. And I worked for Homebase for just over 11 years, or no, just about 11 years, sorry. And loved that. I was a store manager, did all sorts of things. Was at HRBP, which is I did a CIPD for that. And then my mental health wasn't so good at that stage, and I just felt I needed to get out of retail really, because it's for those of you, many of you may well know about retail, but retail is changing all the time. For a while it was manic in the shop, and now it's more manic out of the shop, which puts huge pressure on the stores, headcount being the most expensive, so people being the most expensive part of that, and basically they're requiring the same size shops to run on less and less people, and that puts a lot of pressure on the individuals. So hello, and thank you to anyone who's working in retail this time of year. I am so glad to be out of it. I was working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day or more. Loved it, actually. I did love it, but my body, not so much. So then I switched and I went into agriculture for 2 years. I actually ran a branch of the John Deere dealership, not far from, actually in Cranfield, where I got married. So that was lovely. It was a real change of pace, change of industry, change of customer. Loved it. And then sadly got made redundant from that. So then I went back into retail for a short stint, working in Crowborough. It's not too far away from me, for a lovely shop called the Original Factory Shop. And again, that was back into DIY retailing. Back into discount retailing. And now I've jumped ship altogether. And I don't think I'll ever look back, to be honest. I now work for dentist company. I am a practice manager running a dentist practice or dental surgery. It's only 15 minutes from my house. I absolutely love the team I work with. Oh my word, what a change in industry and terminology and key performance indicators. Oh my, it's just been. I was really nervous about it in the beginning. It is very complex, just different. Yeah, everything about it is different. There's a sort of ebb and flow of retail that is just part of everyone's psyche. Because everybody knows about Christmas, Mother's Day, Easter, etc. But you don't have that sort of ebb and flow as such in dentistry. You do actually, but not for the same reasons. So I love having immersed myself into something different. I absolutely love to learn. I don't mind I don't mind challenge. I don't mind pressure. And I enjoy working hard. I'm quite unusual in that respect. So I love it. So that is the answer to today's question. I am a practice manager of a dental surgery and love it. So today's question, that was yesterday, sorry. And today's is, I thought I'd answered something like this before. I'm not sure if it's the same question as I've had before. I apologise. It's out of number 23. I think it might have been the same question, maybe slightly differently worded. But it says here, what is my favourite make? And so I'll change it up a little bit because I'm not sure what the question was, but I'm sure it was day one or something. What was my favourite make? And I said the sagebrush top that I made using Felicity fabric. But right now for me, because it's right on the tip of my tongue really, is the Nora top that I made using the fabric from Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door. I literally nearly put it on again today. I haven't taken it off. I love this oversizedness of it. I love the fabric. It just really represents who I am right now. I want to be comfortable, but hopefully semi-stylish and feel a little bit put together with being just really comfortable. And so the Nora top definitely hits the top of my list for that. Especially when I'm not working. I don't necessarily want to be in joggers and just slobbing and being in pyjamas. I absolutely love them. In fact, you saw me wearing, I think, for a brief moment, my pyjama bottoms with my Nora top, which is something that can catch on, I think. But it's I just love that top. So that is my answer for today. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys are getting a chance to wind down or be ready for Christmas in some way, shape or form. Having just said I work for retail for most of my career, I can honestly say this time of year I would be a mixture of euphoric, exhausted and just on the go 24/7. I'd want everything to be perfect for my family and for my daughter, particularly because she was growing up during that phase of time. So all the really important stuff like Father Christmas and having the house looking nice, decorations, trying to do some home cooking, baking, whatever, all those sorts of things. I'm just on 24/7 overdrive really to make that come together for everybody. Probably everyone except myself, looking back on it, because I was just as exhausted because I'd really only get Christmas Day and sometimes Boxing Day off, and then I was straight back in. There was no let up because you went from Christmas straight into sale, and that was just as important. And if I wasn't doing sale, I was selling kitchens or bathrooms, bedrooms. Yeah, it was just manic time of year for me. But right now, I have right until next Wednesday off, and I am enjoying every moment of it. So I hope you are too, whatever you are doing, wherever you are. And please do like, subscribe, and comment. It's been an absolute joy. Thank you to all those new people that have joined me, and stay with me once this is all finished after tomorrow. But I'll be back with you tomorrow on an update on the Christmas Day jumpsuit. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.